Hey guys, all right, so this is my recap from the end. Yesterday I got out and I ended up finding a spot to camp, got camp set up, ended up hiking in a ways, ran into some guys actually on the trail that were actually just, kind of like hiking out for the weekend. So saw them and I was like, I kind of busted that up. So came back to camp, maybe a mountain house, and then made some coffee and tried to figure out for the evening. So as I was walking out, I heard a bunch of hounds. So I ended up walking down there to that and then get over there, and there's a huge camp set up just down from me. Guys off from Wisconsin that come over bear hunting. So they make the drive up from around Green Bay. And they said they're doing like baits, and like I said, they got a bunch of plot hounds. So they've been coming here for the last 6 years, and sounds like they got pretty good success. They said it's been pretty slow though here this year, and they said that haven't been hitting their baits. And one thing I have realized that on this bear hunting thing is I figured that I was basically almost like wandering the woods in hopes of a bear, but I think the next time if I do this, I'm going to come with a plan, and I'm either going to have somebody do some bait sets for me, or I'll try to hook up with some guys that are doing hounds. I was hoping that with the whole Grand Island thing that I was going to do that was going to work out, but when that fell through, like I said, plan B. I still enjoyed doing the deer hunt stuff, but one thing I was going to show you guys too was I was going to show you how I've kind of got everything set up from a my mobile camp perspective. So come around here so you can see. Here's a Suburban. Look at there. Forgot to take the car seats out before I left. Good job, Jared. Kind of made it for a pain in the butt. All right, there's the old four-wheeler Honda Foreman 500. Here are 2 coolers with no meat, but it's all good. Oh, there's a can that I found. I'm gonna take that and throw it away. But here's how I've got the back. See, I got my gun, bow. Oh, look in here. I got a little buddy heater. There's some boots. Roll, sleeping bags, all stuffed in that dry sack. One of those boxes that you get from Home Depot. There's the backpack. One thing I was doing was back up here. You see that little loop right there on the back? I was actually taking and hanging a lantern from this, and I was able to sit there and cook at night, and I was able to kind of cook my meals. And then what I did was, you see I've got that little mat sitting there. I put that buddy heater up, and I could push back and actually kind of sit back there and get a little bit of heat. And so a little bit of warmth, at night when it's like 30 degrees and you're sitting there eating a mountain house. But all right, there's my trash. Man, this I absolutely love this cooler. I've had it for years, but man, I stick it like that in the front seat when I'm going by myself, and it's so nice to be able to just reach over, grab something. Let's see what else. I got a cot in there. So what I ended up doing was I took my I got a Cabela's dome tent, and it's a four-man tent, but for 1 or 2 people, it's a really good setup. I actually take my cot and I can lay it in there and then stretch out and have plenty of room. And then I take a mat and I sit down and I'll run the buddy heater for a little bit before I go to bed and get it nice and warm in there. Then I'll crawl in my sleeping bag, and it makes it nice and toasty. Something I did, it actually has, just so that way too, it actually has an oxygen set off thing, so that way if it's too tight, and then the top of the tent, it does vent pretty well out, so that way I don't kill myself in a tent. Yeah, overall though, hey, I had a good time. I was able to get out. This is the first my first hunts of the year. Hoping I was going to actually just get that doe the other night. Would have put some meat in the freezer, but hey, I've got here in 2 weeks, I've got the elk hunt coming up in Arkansas, which I haven't really said too much about that one. really cool. So before I left Arkansas, I bought my lifetime hunting license. So every year I basically get all my tags. So I get my deer tags, turkey tags, and then in Arkansas too, your deer tag works as a bear tag until the quota is met. So every year you could basically go bear hunt down there too. Now, something else is cool is I can still apply for a lottery system for elk, since I'm a lifetime license holder. So I've been applying for this tag for probably 10 years. And sure enough, this year, I was planning on going to Colorado. I'd already had my unit picked out. I already knew the spot that I was going to do in Colorado. And then when I found out that this happened, I was like, whoa, all right, game changer. So there's a defined unit, and basically they've got it broken up into 4 zones. I was designated zone 3, and I'm telling you all this stuff because it's not like you can go in here and hunt it. So I've got zone 3, and I was given a cow tag. So hey, perfectly fine by me. I will take a cow tag. What's really cool is it's along the Buffalo River, and this is an area that, man, I grew up around. I love canoeing and going down the Buffalo River, and yeah, it's pretty cool. There's going to be the elevation, it's pretty steep up and down. The river, I think, down at the valley is around like, I don't know, 700 feet. But then from there, you've got, it shoots up. There's a lot of rock bluffs that come up. And then you're going to get some peaks around there where it's going to come up to about, I think about 2,200, 2,400 feet maybe. And a lot of the stuff that I'm going to be in is going to be, I don't know, it's probably going to be up around 1,000, 1,500 feet, and then kind of up and back down. So we'll see how that turns out. There's a trail that actually runs right through the unit, and from that I'm hoping that I can get up high, and there's some openings that I've seen, and what I'm probably going to try to do is get up high and be able to glass down in those openings, at first light, and then also in the evening. Another cool thing is down at the end there's a big campground, and you can get RVs in there. So my parents are actually going to bring their RV over and park it there. So it's going to be nice. Within the night, I can actually get to sleep in a real bed, which is going to be totally different. I can actually kind of kick the heat on. This is a little different than this, just going out camping and figuring it all out. So yeah, super excited. Hopefully this will work out. Put some meat in the freezer, and then after that, I'll have Michigan deer season, which opens November 15th, and I will probably try to get out for that and hopefully fill a deer tag. I still have a doe permit for a public land doe permit for the area that I was in up north, so I can use that on my rifle as well. So if I don't get a chance, hopefully I can come up for a day or two there, and hopefully punch a tag. But yeah, like I said, I'm about to wrap up. I'm going to head out of here. I've got about a 6.5 hour drive back home. So yeah, it's been fun. But I definitely come back up here, man. I would come up here just to hike in the summertime and take the family, because it's just such cool country up here. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Yeah, no, I didn't put anything on the ground, but man, it was a good adventure. So if you guys like this stuff, hey, tell me, give me a comment, subscribe, give me feedback. Is there something you want to see different, you don't like it, but let me know. I'm just kind of doing my thing and seeing where it goes from there. All right, thanks guys.